Okay, so this time we're going to work on multi-step variable equations. We've already done one-step variable equations, two-step variable equations, and this is the continuation. We will use all the skills we did in the last two videos. So if you have notes from them, pull those out. Okay? So in multi-step, what you are doing is you're adding an extra step. And the extra step comes before what we did before. So we have an equation that's going to look something like this. Right? 2x plus 10, 2 times the quantity, x plus 10 equals 180. All right? So now we have this new problem, okay? And we always start by drawing our line, right down the middle here. Now there's an extra step before we solve. Okay, and that extra step is the distributive property. Okay, there are two things that you may have to do before you solve. There is one, the distributive property, and there is two, combining like terms. These two steps come before you solve the equation. Okay, so in this case we have to do the distributive property. So let's do it. You distribute the 2 to the x and the 2 to your 10. So 2 times x equals 2x. 2 times 10 equals 20. And your equation looks like this. 2x plus 20. Okay, bring down our equal sign and bring down our 180. Now, we solve it like any other two-step variable equation. So the first thing we have to do is get rid of the 20. It's a plus 20, so we're going to say minus 20. 20 minus 20 is 0. Whatever we do on one side, we have to do on the other. 180 minus 20 is 160. Okay, we bring down what we have left. We got our nice 2x over here. We have our equal sign, and we have our 160. Okay, 2x equals 160. We have to make this coefficient 1 if we're dealing with multiplication. 2 and x, we have to use division. So we're going to say divided by 2 down at the bottom there. Okay, whatever you do on one side, you do on the other, divided by 2, and you end up with x equals 80. Okay, so I'm going to go through another one of these problems. Okay. Thing to remember about these, again, is before you solve the equation, there are extra steps. Okay? That's what makes it a multi-step equation, right? So here we have negative 3 times x plus 2 minus 3x equals 90 degrees. Okay? So our first thing, let's look at it. First thing we have to do is our distributive property. Right here, our distributive property. 3 times x, negative 3 times x, and negative 3 times 2, right? So we have negative 3x, negative 3 times x, minus 6. Negative 3 times 2 is negative 6, okay? And then we have to bring down this negative 3x. Okay, we didn't use it up here yet, so we still have to bring it down, all right? Equals 90. Now our second step is we combine like terms. And guys, before we go any further, I made a mistake already. Okay? I was supposed to draw my line down the middle. Okay, the line we only crossed when we solved the equation. All right? So now we have to combine like terms. All right? Right now we have a negative 3x. Okay? A negative 6, which cannot be combined because they are not like terms, and another negative 3x. Okay? So now let's put together what we can put together. Negative 3x minus 3x is negative 6x. Then we bring our negative 6 down. Equals 90. Okay? So now we solve like our two-step equations. Plus 6 on this side, plus 6 on this side. Negative 6 plus 6 is 0. 90 plus 6 is 96. Okay, bring down what we haven't used. Negative 6x equals 96. And then we divide both sides by negative 6, right? Because we want to make the coefficient 1. And we end up with x equals something. I don't have a calculator on me. So those are your steps for multi-step variable equations. Okay, so far we've gone through one step, two step, and multi-step. Next we're going to move on to multi-step with variables on both sides.